Hi, fourth graders. Welcome back. This is week 4 of our online music sessions. Last week, we created found sound drum sets. Some of you guys even sent me your emails of your videos and pictures of your own found sound drum sets and playing along too. I really enjoyed watching them. Keep them coming. You can always send me emails of your playing and your work. Now this week, we're going to get into a style of music called the blues. It's not just a style though. It's a little bit more than that, and we'll get into it later. Let's talk about our goals with this lesson. In blues music, we should learn the roots of it first. Also, you're going to be able to perform a blues song. And finally, you're going to write a blues song, and I think you're really going to like that. So let's get into a bit about the history of the blues. Where are the blues from? Where are they made first? Some people say that the Delta, Mississippi is where the blues were born, and other people say that New Orleans, Louisiana is where the blues were born. What is apparent is that early 20th century, it's like early 1900s, that's when the blues were born and made by African Americans in those places. They most certainly were played with guitars mostly. Usually it was just a guitar player and a singer. That changed eventually, added lots of different instruments, and the style continued to grow. Now I'd like to get a little deeper into that by going to my Google Classroom lesson plan for week 4 and checking out a video that's posted. That video will take you to a website called Jazz at Lincoln Center, and it's actually their YouTube page, and they posted a video called What is the Blues? And they talk about the blues, and they actually play some blues and sing blues for you as well. So definitely check that out. And what they talk about specifically is how the blues are a musical form, and kind of what that means. This is a little complicated, but I'm going to try to explain it. Is when you take certain chords and you arrange them and put them in a certain order to get a certain sound that will be familiar. Now, they're also going to talk about how the blues are a feeling. If you have ever said, I have the blues, it just means that you're feeling a little down, you're feeling a little sad. It's kind of perfect for this time, but I want you to remember that the blues were also used to make people feel better. And so we're going to get a little silly with it too. And finally, that this is a style of music. And what we mean by style of music, when you think about country music or jazz music or classical music, those are all styles of music, and the blues is a style as well. Now, blues kind of evolved into different things as well. The blues became rock and roll. The blues became country music. All of these different styles of music come from the blues. So check that video out, please. And now, let's write one. Okay, fourth graders, it's time for us to try to sing the blues. I wrote this one called Woke Up This Morning because I wrote it when I woke up this morning. You're going to notice in this song that there are some parts that are kind of a bummer that would give you the blues. But you're going to also notice that I try to be silly in it, and I try to make fun of myself a little bit to make myself feel better. And that's the point of this. Now, when we're singing this, I'm going to do it in 3 different ways. The first way, I'm not going to play the guitar. I'm just going to sing it. Try to sing along. You're not going to get everything, but try to sing along using the words that are posted in the Google Classroom lesson plan. It's number 3. It has the words right there for you. Then, after that, we're going to sing it with the guitar and me singing at the same time. And then the third time, it's just going to be you and the guitar. And I think you can do it. It's going to take some practice. You can pause the video whenever you need to and restart it, and I think you're going to do really well. So let's try it. Here's the first way, without the guitar and just our voices. Remember, keep your voice normal, singing in your normal voice, not my voice. My voice is low, and so you would have to sing it in your voice. So let's try it. Woke up this morning. 1, 2, 3. Woke up this morning, couldn't even see my friends. Woke up this morning, didn't even leave my bed. My mom started knocking, it was 9:45. Let's do the second verse, here we go. Came down the stairs, poured some cereal in my bowl. Came down the stairs, poured that milk in my bowl. Who would have thought Lucky Charms would soothe my soul? All right, let's try this with the guitar now. Woke up this morning, couldn't even see my friends. Woke up this morning, didn't even leave my bed. When Mom started knocking, it was 9:45. Came down the stairs, poured some cereal in my bowl. Came down the stairs, poured that milk in my bowl. Who would have thought Lucky Charms would soothe my soul? Good job. Okay, you're on your own this time. I'll play the guitar. You can read the words from the lesson plan, which is number 3 on the lesson plan, or I'm going to try to mouth the words and you can try to memorize it that way too. It's up to you. Let's try it. Okay, 4th graders, let me explain to you how I wrote my blues song. Let me start all the way at the top. The title. The title is the topic of what you're writing about. Remember to keep it simple and broad. What I mean by that is if I get specific about my title, then I have to get specific about what I write about. So I wrote about woke up this morning. I could write about a million different things that happened after I woke up this morning. Let's go down to the beginning of the song. Line 1 is so simple. Just write your title again. I wrote woke up this morning. Sure, it works. It sets up your whole entire song. Remember, you're telling a story through the blues. Line 2 is what happened next in your story. Doesn't have to be complicated, just nice and easy. Make sure you don't put too many words in either. I wrote, couldn't even see my friends because that's what was giving me the blues. What was giving you the blues? Line 3 is another really easy line. Line 3 is the same as line 1. Oh my gosh, that is so easy. I just repeated it. Line 4 gets a little bit more tricky, so pay close attention. Line 4, didn't even get out of bed. Now, there are 2 options here. You can repeat line 2 if you would like, or you can change it just slightly. This is how I changed it slightly. I looked at the last word of my line 4 and compared it to 2. If they rhyme kind of similarly, it doesn't have to be a perfect rhyme in music. If they rhyme kind of similarly, it will work. And so I wrote, didn't even get out of bed. Another part that kind of sounds like a downer. Sounds like it's giving me the blues, right? All right, moving on to line 5. Line 5 is going to be the spot where you're going to turn it around. You're going to have to make fun of yourself a little bit, get a little silly, get funny, because remember, these are here to make us feel better. So, line 5 doesn't need to rhyme. I didn't circle anything there. Doesn't need to rhyme, just needs to fit into that space. And I still didn't go too long. What's the next part of your story? Mine was when I woke up this morning and I didn't get out of bed, my mom started knocking. Now that didn't really happen, but I thought it would be pretty funny if you guys thought about me and my mom knocking on the door to wake me up. The final line, line 6, is probably the most important line because this is where you have to rhyme. And so you're gonna, hopefully you notice on the last part of line 6, the last word, I circled it, and the last word of line 4, I circled it. You want to make sure that that last word of line 4 is a really easy rhyming word. Bed. I can rhyme a lot of words with bed, and they don't have to be perfect rhymes either. So, line 6, what happened after my mom started knocking? It was 9:45. It rhymes with bed. Closely, not perfectly. So when we put it together, you get that rhyme feel. You get that feeling of the blues song. Woke up this morning, couldn't even see my friends. Woke up this morning, didn't even get out of bed. When my mom started knocking, it was 9:45. Good luck writing your songs. Here's my suggestion for you. Get loose leaf paper, write out 6 lines, number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and do a couple copies of this before you try it on your copy that was sent to you. Good luck. I think you can do it. And if you would like, please email them to me and maybe I can sing them for you next week. All right, 4th graders, before I let you go for the week, I wanted to make you aware of a website called Flipgrid where you can post videos of yourself singing your song. I would love to see that. And some people get really nervous about posting videos of themselves singing. I want to remind you that we're all in this to have fun and to stay active with our brain. I would love to hear your songs. I'm sure that they're going to be really fun and really fun to sing for me too. And I can give you a comment back on them. Please go check out Flipgrid, create an account, and you'll be able to find my 4th grade general music class by the link I've sent you in the lesson plan. So make sure you go all the way to the bottom of that document in our Google Classroom lesson plan. All right, I will see you next week. Have a great time.